I think the real genius of the Final Destination franchise, and I really do mean genius, especially from a writing perspective, is that they're able to kind of punctuate little details within a scene, whether that's some random object or a person doing a very innocuous task. And given the very nature of the movie and how the rules of that universe works, it immediately sends your mind wandering, just racing with excitement and anticipation as to how that detail will sort of pay off in the potential death of a character. Because your brain's going to start treating the sequence almost like a puzzle, piecing together each detail, trying to figure out how one thing will lead to another. And the filmmakers are clever enough to know this and to understand what the audience is thinking as they're watching the scene unfold, putting together all these details. So they're basically given this framework as to how they think the audience thinks the sequence is going to go. And then at that point, they can just come in, switch things around, play with expectations. Maybe a detail isn't as significant to the ultimate scenario as a whole, or maybe it's a red herring, or maybe it pays off in a totally different way, or maybe it's just nothing. And they're able to sort of play on your expectations in a really fun way. In a way, the filmmakers behind the Final Destination series have kind of stumbled into this basically foolproof formula for telling an engaging horror story, given how the style of it sort of allows this natural back and forth between them as storytellers and the audience who are watching along, and the way it can sort of play with their expectations as they're watching it. It just makes for a really fun and engaging series. And, that leads us to this new one, Final Destination Bloodlines, which I saw, and I honestly don't really have a whole lot to say about it, but it's a lot of fun. The death scenes are very gruesome, very over the top. It's a very funny movie, and if you're a fan of this franchise, I think you'll have a great time. Honestly, even if you haven't seen the other ones, I think you'll follow this just fine. I haven't seen the other ones in a very long time. I think I'm due for a rewatch. This is just a really fun time at the movies. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. This was just a sort of thought that I had as I was watching the movie, and I just wanted to get it out there because I think, this franchise is like, it's maybe not the most profound, but I think it's doing something that is genuinely really interesting and very clever. And, I wanted to give it its flowers. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that.